Yo, what is going on, guys? It's of course about Alexandrus, and today I'm back again with a new video. And as you can see, today we will be talking about Avalanche, guys. And well, this will be my true unbiased opinion, since obviously I'm not sponsored by AVAX. I wish I was, because I'm actually quite big into their ecosystem, and if you know me, then I'm like a whale when it comes to AVAX. I've been accumulating every single dip of this currency, and right now many people are exiting because they think that it might be over for AVAX. So yeah, probably if you clicked on this video, then you are interested in seeing what I have to say as a whale. So that's what we are going to focus on today, obviously. So first things first, guys, I need to let you know that I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own research and you should always do your own due diligence, because I don't take any responsibility for your actions. And with that said, we can jump into this video. So there is basically a lot of narrative that I'm seeing right now. Like, first, what I told you, that many people are exiting, many people are saying AVAX is pretty dead. And basically, if AVAX was truly dead, why are institutions building AVAT, which is Avalanche Treasury? It's essentially a public market vehicle designed around exposure to the Avalanche ecosystem and AVAX holdings, giving traditional investors brokerage account access to Avalanche exposure. So what this means truly is that you can obtain like a stock, which is kind of bonded to AVAX. And this way, if you're not into crypto, but you still want to be in the Avalanche ecosystem, you can obtain the stock. Sounds good, right? Well, it might sound good at first, until you realize that the stock is also pretty cooked, honestly. And last 5 days, minus 53%, last month minus 91% from the initial $10, and it's listed on NASDAQ, right? And there is this thing, if I'm not mistaken, okay, I've seen it somewhere, but maybe I got something wrong, but from my understanding, if this stays below $1 for the next 30 days, it will be delisted from NASDAQ, and that would mean that it's really cooked for the whole foundation, for AVAX and for the AVAT as well. So, as you can see, the stock is trading at 85 cents. What they are basically supposed to do is, as the name kind of suggests you, they will be a treasury for AVAX, so they want to use the funds to buy AVAX from the market, which could technically bring the price up, but it's not so easy, unfortunately. But yeah, as you can see, guys, last week, absolutely terrible. AVAX is down, retail is scared, Citi says the chain is dead, you know. What if people holding $1 million aren't selling? What if they are buying? So, you know, there is a lot of fear. The retails is falling chart, red candles, right? They focus on price, whales focus on positioning, and retails ask what happened yesterday. And obviously, me being a whale on AVAX, my kind of question is what will matter in a year, in half a year, in 2 years, right? Because I don't think that this will go down to zero. Let's be serious here, okay? This has been a huge ecosystem, and it still is, guys. Even currently during, even FIFA, right, is using Avalanche for ticketing. So there is like huge, and I mean huge, adoption when it comes to their network, when it comes to their foundation. And that's something that to me is a little off, that it's so massively underpriced. I don't really understand why, you know? That's what kind of bothers me, okay? So imagine you are managing like $50 million, right? You are not buying back because of a Twitter thread. You are buying back because you believe in an ecosystem being undervalued, and that's what I actually do, and that's what I actually have been doing when it comes to AVAX. Guys, believe me or not, last year, okay, pretty bad year for crypto. I've been starting accumulating around like 23, 25-ish, okay? Went up to 35. I didn't sell a single piece, okay? I didn't sell a single piece. Some of my friends did, because I also was telling them that Avalanche is a really cool network, and I'm glad that they actually did, because they wouldn't be my friends anymore probably if they seen it drop from 35 to 5. Although they did make some profit. And while they made the profit, when AVAX started going down to like 20, then 15, then 10, I've started buying dips. And as you guys know, currently the crypto market is pretty doomed, and many of you probably have been buying dips also. And what it means? Well, the funds finally ran out, you know. I stopped buying around like this $10-12 mark. Now I started reaccumulating again, but obviously right now I'm not operating with such a big capital to do like crazy chunks and crazy buys, but I'm still buying AVAX. I'm skipping on the stock right now because to me it's just too much shaky, I would say. If it manages to go above $1 and like start trading a bit more normal, you know, because the volume also is kind of off for me, like it doesn't really look good. If it starts to pick some normal momentum, I would consider getting into the stock as well with some risk capital, which again I don't have a lot of right now, although I think that it has some potential as well, being like directly correlated with Avalanche as a token, obviously. So yeah, because you know AVAT exists because traditional investors want exposure to Avalanche without touching the crypto wallets. So it technically opens the whole ecosystem and the whole foundation to those that are non-crypto based, which is also really good. Its treasury model, its public company structure, and it describes itself as a Nasdaq listed company built around Avalanche and AVAX exposure. So if Avalanche was truly finished, guys, why create an entire public market vehicle around it? And that's the question that nobody is asking. Why would they do it if it was dead? Doesn't make sense, right? So there is some bull cases, obviously. Bull case number one being the institutional access right now. Institutions have easier access because of the exposure to Nasdaq, tokenization trend, as well as network infrastructure and crypto treasury narrative. So recent AVAX-focused treasury initiatives have attracted significant investor interest. But there is also the bear case. I'm not gonna sugarcoat everything. There is still risk, and it's real. There is a weak altcoin market right now. Altcoins absolutely underperforming. There is competition. There are chains and ecosystems that potentially might be better for some institutions. Although again, guys, institutions like FIFA are using Avalanche, right? So it's crazy. It's still far from old highs. It obviously is, okay? If we zoom out, it is a bit depressing. It used to be $134 in the peak, but I mean it was some crazy peak. But look, it went down from 95 to 16 and it bounced back to 60, then went back again and bounced, okay? Will another bounce be to $30 or will it be to like 15? Well, hopefully we could see Avalanche reclaiming its all-time high, but it is highly unlikely right now because it was 5 years ago. But mid-term, we could hope for like $10-15 mark, which from current price of $6 is 150% return, right? If you think about it. And to some people that enter AVAX after, of course, doing your own research, I'm just doing it because many people asked me in DMs, how do I feel about AVAX right now if I hold so much? Am I scared? Did I sell my bag? No, guys, I didn't, so that's why I'm making this video. But you entering at 593 instead of entering like me at 20, 15, 12, if it goes back to 12, you make 100%. I'm still down, you know, and I'm still gonna hodl. And, you know, I'm not trying to save a sinking ship here by any means, guys, okay? Because first of all, I mean, I have a lot of you guys watching, but obviously you are smart enough to not go and blindly buy something because I said that it's potentially a good buy. It's obviously not how it works, and it will never work like that on this channel. I always tell you guys that these are purely my opinions, okay? Fully unbiased, even if I hold thousands of AVAX, okay? It's still fully unbiased. So honestly, could this be a good entry point? It absolutely could, but on the other hand, could it go down to $5 or less? Again, I don't want to say that because I'm holding a lot, but it definitely could, guys. And what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hodl no matter what, okay? So if I were in the position to buy more now, I wouldn't ask myself, can AVAX double next month? I would ask myself, is it more valuable in few years than it is today? Because at the end of the day, when it comes to crypto, unless it's like a shitcoin, you know, from Pump Fun, you are thinking long term most of the time, or more often than not. So that's the emotional payoff here, guys. So the market is voting every day. The fundamentals are weighed over years, whether AVAX wins or loses. Whales aren't watching the candles, they are watching the ecosystem, guys. And they will be, the Avalanche Foundation, they will be also attempting New York Summit in 2026, so obviously this year in September. And they are also still doing a lot of things, and many foundations are implementing them. So they are still very active, you know, they are doing everything they can. Well, that's what I can say for right now. I'm not some magician, I'm not some future teller. I wish I was, because if I was a future teller, I would probably make a shit ton of money from leverage trading. But I don't, okay? So yeah, I'm definitely not future teller. Still, nonetheless, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I want to see your opinions about AVAX, because I know that some of you hodl as well. That's why many of you have been asking me for my opinions, for my takes, what would I do in their situation. And it's better for me to make such video. I told all of you to wait for the video. I don't really want to, you know, like give you individual opinions, because I don't feel like I am someone that could be giving out those and, you know, then feel good with doing that. I'm not any sort of financial advisor. I am quite experienced, I've been in crypto for years, but does it really matter when crypto is so volatile and it's changing like from year to year? We had some BNB seasons, Solana season, alt seasons, you know, crime seasons as well. If some of you don't know what this means, tokens like Siren, for example, which I also made a video on. Hopefully you watched it, because this shit is down to 4 cents. And guess who told you not to buy this shit? Yeah, it was yours truly. Another one. Boom. Guess who told you not to buy it? Yes, you guessed it right if you said it was me. What the flip is this? And it was like number 10 on CoinMarketCap. Now there is another one. And it's probably already down. Ooh la la, I can't even find it. Oh, the era, this one. Same shit, guys. So be careful for those pump and dump tokens. That's absolute crime here. When it was at $8 all-time high, I also messaged my friend saying this shit is going down to 0. So generational shorting opportunities, well, maybe, but I tried my luck with Siren and with Rave and got unlucky, because obviously this shit will manipulate as long as it can before it dumps. So it's not like so obvious that you should enter short, because they will still manage to liquidate you, or the funding will eat you. So if you see something like that, just please, guys, please, okay, either message me and I will deep dive into such token and maybe make a video on it. Do your research and just don't invest in such things, because it's so painful to see that some people choose like tokens like that instead of going into valuable projects, you know, or valuable tokens or ecosystems and networks. Instead, they just buy some shit coins and lose money, and then they exit crypto because they lost $10,000 on some freaking Siren coin. So yeah, that's my point. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to smash the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. And see you guys in the next videos coming out soon.